Good evening once again. It is our pleasure to be in this shared reality. Today we've been asked the question, who am I from the human perspective? How can one relate to himself or to herself? How can one better understand the question of the I, of the entity you are? And the word entity is very much the description we will be using in this answer, as it is difficult to refer to you by the word you when you are trying to find out who you actually are. From our point of view, and it is important to mention it is our point of view, it is not the true, it is not the way how you must see yourself or how you are supposed to see yourself. Our information are also colored. They are filtered through some of the filters we wear on our nose if we had one. So we will leave this in the brackets of assumptions. We will leave this in terms of suggestions and our interpretations, how you may see yourself and also how we see you. First and foremost, we will start by saying that you are the entity which is perceived by you. In other words, it means your belief system defines who you are. So, for example, if you define yourself to be a person who is called by your first name, and that is your default setting right now, your strongest belief right now, then it is possible that any other definition, even coming from other sources such as us, may find itself not suitable within your psyche and thus should not be forced to be implemented. Our point of view is as follows. You are a spirit embodying a body, living in a chosen time frame, in a chosen place, in a chosen environment, in chosen circumstances. So one could say you are your spirit, the entity who we are referring right now as to you is a spirit embodying a body, reaching further than your body. But it is paramount important, from our point of view, it is paramount important that you understand that there is a connection between the spirit of you and your body, and that all together with some other parts which we will address very shortly are creating the entity of you. You as yourself are a capsule. You are a capsule which is experiencing movement, experiencing journey. You are traveling through dimensions which may be understood as time, as space, and other versions of dimensions which we do not know name for in this language. overall, you are experiencer. You are here to experience. You are here to gain by experience. And we don't mean gaining by adding all together. Experience and gaining also includes losing in your language, just to clarify it. So, from our point of view, no matter what you do, no matter how fast you change or how fast you don't change, you are who you are. And as far as you experience something and you do all the time, then you are on your journey. There is this idea of growth, people who are trying to be on their path, to be on the path of their soul, and they are using such terms as soul and higher mind. From observing many of you, and from having live conversations with many of you, we find these terms most often confusing yourself, where you are closing yourselves into words which are not properly defined and which are causing more trouble than good. If your path is always unfolding, the question is, how much of the path are you allowing to unravel in front of your steps? You always are. If there is somebody who listens to right now our transmissions, you are. And because of your body, you are able to listen. You are able to hear this transmission, which allows you to gain understanding. We don't say better understanding, we say understanding, some sort of understanding of what we are trying to convey, which may lead into you deciding to allow more, to allow yourself more, which doesn't mean doing more. It very often means relaxing more, relaxing into the path, which is natural experience. There's a natural flow in your universe, whether you call it life or energy or anything. There is a natural flow which moves from point A to point B. We don't want to say that moving faster or moving somewhere else is better or worse. It just is. And it's up to you. It's only your job. Your pretty much only job is to allow to be in the flow. Those experiences of what you call struggle and perhaps fear and pain are as equally important, from our point of view at least, as the other experiences of joy and ease and fun and love and laughter. We could say that it is up to you to choose which experiences you decide to go for, but it is not that simple. That's why we will simply leave this with the options of you allowing yourself to flow more easily or flowing in the natural rhythm. We do want to clarify that the point of view of seeing yourself as a bound spirit, or a spirit which has been ripped from the source and put on a planet, perhaps even into a body, is a false perception. Whether you decide to keep the belief, it's up to you, of course. But from our point of view, is a false description of the situation. We will also say that believing that you are spirit which never dies, and thus you have no need to care about your body or about how your body is handled, how your body is healthy, and what all sorts of emotions are arising from within your body is false as well. So, just to sum it up, you are a spirit. You are a spirit which is reaching far beyond of what you call your regular reality or your regular life. However, we do not wish to go into definitions of what else is beyond that, because it would be mostly confusing. We want you to know that you are something more than just flesh and bones. You are not ripped apart from the source. You are part of source. And the connections with the source cannot be cut, cannot be chopped off while you live the experience of your lives. The connection is always there and can be consciously felt, consciously experienced, and consciously strengthened. So please remember that you are part of Source, which has decided for whatever reason to be in your body right now, and that you are not alone, and that you are not left to be on your own, fighting for your own space on Earth. You are who you are, however you define yourself, consciously or unconsciously. Our intention is that you will see more of the beauty what you are as the entity who we see, as the experiencer who has the ability to feel a huge amount of emotions in a single body built from billions of cells. And every single cell is connected to the source while it's alive. You are alive consciousness, which is having amazing experience. No matter how exactly it feels on the other side. And please remember to be kind to yourself, to be kind to your body, to be mindful of yourself as a spirit experiencing journey, which depends on how much you allow yourself to live, how much you allow yourself to breathe, and to feel yourself in your very body right now.